You are not done yet. Not really. If you were done, you wouldn't be looking for a reason to stay. The fact that you're still looking for guidance on how to proceed means some part of you still believes this could be something worth fighting for, and that part deserves an honest answer before you make a decision you cannot take back. This is not about convincing you to stay in something that is genuinely wrong for you. It is about making sure that if you leave, you are leaving for the right reasons. And if you stay, you are staying with clarity, not just inertia. Here is the first thing to get honest about before you decide anything. Are you exhausted by the relationship or by the version of yourself inside it? This is harder to answer than it sounds, because those two things feel identical from the inside, the same tiredness, the same sense that something has to change, but they have completely different causes and completely different solutions. Some men are genuinely in relationships that have stopped working. The values are misaligned. The effort is consistently one-sided. The connection, when they look honestly, has been gone for longer than they want to admit. But other men are exhausted because they have been operating in the relationship from a place that is draining them. Constant approval seeking, swallowing things that matter to them to keep the peace, losing the thread of who they are because they have been so focused on managing her experience that they have stopped attending to their own. If it is the second thing, leaving does not fix it, because the pattern travels with you. The grounded question is not whether to leave, it is whether you have actually shown up as who you are inside this relationship, because a relationship with the wrong version of you is not a fair test of the relationship itself. The second thing to get honest about is whether you have said what needs to be said, not hinted at it, not hoped she would notice, not absorbed it quietly for 6 months and then arrived at exhaustion without a conversation ever having happened. Most men who are close to giving up on a relationship have never fully told the truth inside it. They have managed around the difficult things. They have chosen comfort over clarity. And the resentment that built from that silence now feels like evidence that the relationship is broken, when it is actually evidence that the communication was. Before you decide anything, there is a conversation that needs to happen. Not a speech, not an ultimatum. A clear, honest, calm naming of what is not working for you and what you actually need. Delivered with warmth, received or not received, but said. A relationship cannot be honestly evaluated until the truth has been in the room. And if that conversation has never happened, you do not yet know what this relationship actually is. There is a video on this channel that goes into exactly this. Why grown men don't explain themselves and why she respects that covers the difference between over-explaining, avoiding, and simply stating the truth with quiet conviction. It is worth watching before that conversation happens. I will link it at the end. The third thing is the one that requires the most honesty of all. Are you giving up on her or giving up on the hope that she will become someone different? This is the question that changes everything. Because some men are not in love with the woman who is actually there. They are in love with the version of her they believed she would eventually become. And the exhaustion they feel is the exhaustion of a long hope that has not been fulfilled. If that is what is happening, it is not a failure of the relationship. It is a misreading of it. And the honest thing is to acknowledge that the woman who is actually there is not the woman you were waiting for. That is not her fault. It is not yours, but it is the truth. And the truth, however uncomfortable, is the only ground a real decision can be built on. The fourth consideration is the simplest and often the most overlooked. Have you given this relationship the version of you it actually deserves? A good relationship with the wrong version of a man will feel like a bad relationship. Resentment, avoidance, shrinking, people-pleasing, these things do not make a relationship feel safe or alive. They make it feel suffocating, even to someone who genuinely loves you. Before you leave, it is worth asking clearly, have I brought my full self here? Have I held my ground when it needed to be held? Have I said the true thing when it needed to be said? Have I stayed curious about her, or have I stopped actually seeing her? If the honest answer is no, the relationship has not yet been tested by the real you. And a relationship that has not yet had the real you in it cannot be fairly judged by its outcomes. This is not about blame. It is about accuracy. And the accurate question, before any decision is made, is whether the person who might be leaving has ever fully arrived. If the answer to all of this is that you have been fully present, you have said the hard things, you have held your ground and stayed curious and shown up as yourself, and it still is not working, then you have the information you need, and you can leave with dignity and without regret, because you gave it what it deserved. But if any part of this landed somewhere uncertain, the decision can wait a little longer. Not indefinitely, but long enough to have the conversation that has not happened yet. Long enough to try the version of you that you have been holding back. That version might change everything, or it might confirm what you already know. Either way, you will leave the situation with clarity. And clarity is always worth the discomfort it takes to find it. If this resonated, this video is the natural next step. It goes into exactly what that honest conversation looks like in practice, and how a grounded man delivers the truth without it becoming a confrontation. It is on screen now. I will see you there.